I love ya. How are you? I love you, everyone. Whew. Today, welcome to the Power of You. Welcome to the Power of You. Oh. Welcome to the Power of You. I'm so happy that you were able to join me on this Power of You. The segment is how do moments of joy or sorrow contribute to your growth? Yes. Whew. Just as I was getting ready to come on, and so I'm a few minutes late, it was, of course, the man that does the lawn came and wanted to talk to me. So we're here today. I love you, everyone. Sacred Bones and Stones, Allison, Mahogany the Chemist. We have people on Instagram as well, because I went on Instagram today as well. So today we are just so happy to be here. After my Obatala celebration, it was amazing. It was wonderful. Yes, it was wonderful. So thank you everyone that came and was part of it. And for those of you who sent in for prayers, I've been doing prayers for you. And keep me abreast of how the prayers, how your magic is manifesting. Can y'all see me on this Instagram? Can you see me on Instagram? Oops. Ooh, did I cut off? I don't know what happened. Can y'all see me? Put a thumbs up or a yes. Something just happened with the phone. No, okay, that's not to leave the studio. Okay, we're on. Good, great. I don't know what's happening to the Instagram button. It's okay. Good. Moments of joy or sorrow contribute to your growth. Emotions are energies in motion. Energy in motion. The energy of joy, love, sorrow, conflicts within relationships or outside of relationships. They can become powerful tools for transformation when approached with self-awareness and spiritual practices. Today, I am using my book, the workbook. So if you don't have the workbook yet, it's a must. It's an awesome. And upcoming soon, we have a 6 weeks class that's going to go deep into the workbook. It's coming up soon. Look for it on my platform. If you have not signed up for my newsletter, go ahead today and sign up for my newsletter at yayafini.com. It's free, and I don't flood your emails with a lot of stuff because I don't like people to send me stuff. So if you did not get my book or the workbook, this is the day to do it. This is the time to do it. So emotions, as I said, are energies in motion, and it is a time for us to recognize that emotions or energy passes through us. It comes to us, be it sent, be it a trigger, be it that we asked for it, So the emotions come to us and let us know you're alive, you're human. The energy that's coming through you is for a purpose, whether you attracted it or it attracted itself to you, or if it's some mysterious energy that you walk into a place. You know, sometimes you can walk into a place and all of a sudden, whoa, there's an energy that comes up. So those energies come in and provide. And that's why sometimes you get a consultation, it says, clean your house before you move in, because people have lived there before and their energy is there. Or sometimes something may be happening, something that you may be going through something, and that energy is still there. So it's very important for us to remember that energy and emotions, respect them, appreciate them, know them, honor your emotions as valid experiences, and view them as opportunities to learn resilience, empathy, wisdom, and self-grace. Energize yourself. Look at yourself. Activate that. Activate the desire to be better, to be higher, to be more than the moment calls for. So honoring your emotions as valid experiences. So you look at them and you're like, oh God, I'm all pissed off. Why? So self-inquiry. View them as opportunities to learn resilience, empathy, wisdom, and grace. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves and we're like, oh, I got to be perfect. It got to go my way. It got to exist. Like today, I'm getting ready to sit down. And here comes the grass man who was supposed to be here, you know, at a different time. But it worked out beautifully. So families, biologically or families that we choose, can be a trigger to bring up conflicted emotions, or they can be the support or guidance and healing during difficult times. So when we are in a place of finding what's going on outside as our home, your own spirit wants you to come home and be in a place of surrender and peace, and climbing the hill, climbing the tree of wisdom and of peace. So during this time, and it's always there, it's not exclusively this time, because if you listen to this 10 years from now, it's going to be that kind of energy that is supporting, that is calling you to, hey, you are more than this. You're more than this. And so go in there. My book, the book, The Living Shrine, I have two other books, but The Living Shrine was created by my, one of the things that was my kind of voice to it was the CD that we have, Yeye Fini and Obatala, and it's called Constant Comfort. In the beginning, when I was lonely and afraid. Yes, that's what brought me to this book. And sometimes I'm looking at the book like, oh my God, this is just a book of complaining. It's not. It was my opportunity to share with my readers, my friends, my followers, people that have not yet even been born, that no matter what you're going through, you always have something that your spirit is calling to work through you and be an asset and a blessing for someone. So your emotions are going to be in that place sometimes to ask you, are you going to level up? Are you going to move to the next level? Or are you going to get stuck and feel like you want to be stuck and in the same thing? You want to be stuck when it's not that you're lazy, you're afraid of stepping into the unknown. And that is the energy of Ogun that lives inside of us. It says whenever it's time for you to come to a place where you need more, Ogun says, hey, you got this. Yes. So in the beginning, when you were born, Elegba was the first Odu. It says, you know, this is the word was created by one, right? And then the next level, we have Ejioko that tells you weapons between brothers. So you become a couple. You come here alone, you find someone to help you that balance. Then Ogun says, so what you going to do with it now that you got a balance? Get the energy to move forward to the next thing. And then you go to Irosun and you go into the place of quiet, surrender, and say, okay, so now I have a partner. Now I have the energy and the courage. And now I've gone inside and within me and found out what is it that I need to do to keep myself in that place. So in our understanding, it's not that Adam was created. I mean, Eve was created from from a rib. In our understanding as Yoruba, we understand that the world was created by one, and then you find your double on earth, be it your egbe or your divine partner or your family. Those are the people that carry you. And then Ogun says, so what you gonna do with this? And you get the courage to move. And then you go to Olokun and you're going into that kind of surrendering. Right? Then you get to Oshun and you got the blood that is making you move. Yes. So in moving forward, let those emotions come up in you. Through self-reflection, rituals, discipline, and community, you can embrace your growing pain as essential steps towards spiritual maturity, personal alignment, and self-love. Yes. So through self-reflection, when we look back at the things that have happened to us, that's what gives us our muscle that makes us know, Ogun say, hey, you got this. You got the muscle. You've been through this before. This emotion, you ask yourself, why am I going through this? Why is this happening for me? Of all the people, why is it happening for me right now? For me. So self-reflection is going back and looking at rituals. Is it you wake up in the morning and someone say, I feel crappy. Say, oh, I need to do a ritual. Just sit and go with it. I got some eggs in the refrigerator. Get 2 eggs. Clean yourself up. I got some F1. Let me sprinkle that in my bath. Let me put a little honey. I want to sweeten up my vibe. Let me burn some incense in the house and stand over it and let me cleanse and just fumigate my energy. And discipline is one of the things that will help you to come through any emotion. The discipline of waking up every morning, knowing that you are an expression of the divine, knowing that God is everywhere and that source is giving you the energy to do all that you need to do. Knowing that when you wake up in the morning, in the discipline of before you get out of your bed, you thank your head. You say, thank this head that I chose you and you chose me. Thank you for this beautiful, powerful day. And speak it not as an affirmation, speak it as an activation. You want to activate. I own the day. The day is mine. I'm going to work. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to whatever is required of me to get that energy pumping so that when I walk into any room, my presence, my God self comes with me and I am aware that I am. Yes. So the rituals that we're doing, the discipline of doing it every day, blessing your head, going to your altars, your place of reflection, wherever it is, if it's your ancestor altar, if it's a place where you have your guardian spirits, if it's a place where you know as God, if it's getting your cross, whatever it's to do, your prayers on your mat, whatever it is that makes you know that you have this in hand, do it continuously, because that discipline of doing it is telling the world, telling the God, telling the universe, telling the force, I know, I hope, and I desire to be a better expression of you, their God, their expression of the divine, their universe, their source, their Obatala, their Olodumare. You can embrace your growing pains as essential steps. So whatever happens that triggers you to remind you of something that happened, use your discipline, your reflection, your rituals, and community. Being in community, something happens, you will reach out to someone and say, hey, you know, I'm feeling away. Can you pray with me? Or this happened and I want to kind of connect. Can I talk to you? Yes. Can you just listen to me? Or can you give me your advice? That's community, your support. 2, 3 people that you know you can count on in the middle of the night if something happened. That's your community. So through those things, those tools, self-reflection, rituals, discipline, and community, you can embrace your growing pain. You can embrace them as essential steps towards spiritual maturity, personal alignment, and self-love. Because your friend may tell you, hey, look, we've been through this already. You broke up with her, snap out of it. This is a growing thing. What was the benefits of it? Why didn't you leave before? Why is it happening now? Your friend will wake you up, pow, pow, wake up to that one. Or your community. Or you can just sit in that ritual, and once you cleanse yourself, you're like, why was I tripping about that? Yeah, so it makes that you can embrace your growing pain and you can realize it. So now I want each of you to just reflect on a recent emotional challenge that you have faced or you're facing right now. Take 1 minute, one cleansing breath, just breathing in and breathing out. So reflect on a recent emotional challenge you have faced or are facing right now, something that has brought an energy to you or you have attracted it. It could be love, it's romance, it could be an argument, it could be a missed call, it could be somebody showing up at your lawn. You know, what recent event challenged you that you're facing? Consider it. If this is a constant, so you want to walk and see if this emotion that you're feeling that just came through or that you've been through, is it a constant emotion that shows up in your life? Is it something that's constantly showing up in your life and it shows up and boom? Sometimes we choose relationships to awaken the pain of a past relationship. He says, no, maybe this is going to be different. Or maybe this one is going to satisfy what it is that I'm looking for. And we can make excuses. Or is it something that's constantly coming up to you to remind you to activate yourself? So is this a constant emotion that shows up in your life? How has this emotion impacted your life in this event or in other events? Yes, in my book, in the workbook, chapter 3 in the workbook covers sorrow and pain and contributing. And it goes into, and this is the challenge that I was going through in my book. It's the challenge where it's called joy and sadness. And I was hot-headed, and joy and sadness. Joy and sadness was a place where I had the opportunity to see my mother leave us in Panama to seek a better way of life for us in the United States. And the sorrow that I had of her leaving and where I was placed to stay while my mother was away, it was a lot of sorrow. A lot of sorrow. You read the book. The lady didn't like me because I guess the energy I brought, the emotion, I awoke some emotions in her because that's who I was. I questioned everything. Why we got to go to church? How come we keep saying the same thing? Why is it that I don't want to go? And it was, no, you got to go. And so whatever emotion came up, whether I was a bad child or I was disruptive, whatever it is that came through her, but the emotion that came to me is, I am not loved. Why am I alone? I am not loved. Where's my mother? Why did she leave us? And so that's what it talks about, the joy and sadness of going through my childhood and relationships with my sister and my brother, and how the relationships changed when my sister got saved in the church. How our relationship changed. She used to be cool, but then she had a master, the Lord, that in her head, it meant there was no wiggling room for my energy of joy, and I'm going to try something that's different. And so that left me in a place of sorrow, extreme sorrow. But it ended up where, as I'm asking you, look at how that energy, reflect on what happened to you that was so powerful, so painful, and how that impacted your life. And in others, it impacted my life where I said, when I grow up, it's going to be a different thing with me. I'm going to always be questioning, curious. And when I don't find love, know that it's going to come at some point. The little girl in me found joy and love when I heard and saw and felt the people next door were involved in African spiritual practices. Yes. The joy came through rituals. I would sleep at night, and before I go to bed, I would smell Kananga water. which is like Florida water. And I would smell it, and I would hear the people chanting in the night. And that was the rhythm that made me feel, wow, it's not that bad. And the lady next door liked me, so she would give me, well, I was told not to go over there because there was devil worshiping. And they had the ancestor table, and they had food, and they would eat. And I would be there, and I would eat. I would sneak and get some. There was joy. There was joy and fulfillment. And what I learned about myself, and it shaped me in relationship, is that no matter what you're going through, there's always going to be something that make you feel good. There's somebody that's going to make you know. They don't may not even know how much joy and how much laughter. Mother Linda didn't know that I was sad, or maybe she did because she was a reader. She was a diviner. Maybe she knew. I don't know. But when she came to me, wasn't like, oh, I know you're sad or anything. I would just say, she would say, you want some? I said, yeah, and I would eat. And I would enjoy, and I would listen at night of just hearing it. So the joy came. So how it impacted my life is that sorrow brought me to a place of always being curious about, what is this music? What was that? What is the feeling that I felt when I got goose pimples? What is it that when I saw energy standing next to my bed, and I would pull up my covers, and then I learned to numb my feet and my toes and just bring that energy up. Just bringing it up, getting it still, and I would fall asleep. Next thing I knew, it was morning, time to get up to go to school. So you find ways in the midst of your sorrow to find something, to activate the fact that you are God, that you are. In my little, 10, 11, my 11, 12 years, 10, 11, and 12 years, I didn't know that. So I want you to write what you learn about the emotion that you're going through right now that I asked you to reflect. Write down about yourself, how it has shaped your relationships. Yes, write it down, how it shaped. And then I want you to make an activation, not an affirmation, an activation. I am here. I am present because of Sister Daisy. Yes. May she rest in glory. The gift of not liking me, and thanking Mother Lindo for her spirit connecting to me. Yes. So write it as an activation, not an affirmation that I will find joy in. No, activate it, activate it, activate it. So today, that's what we want you to do, is be that activation for your spirit through ritual, through self-reflection, through discipline, and self-reflection and community. That's how you're going to find that energy to take you through whatever emotion you're going through right now, or that you went through, that brings that emotion. If it's anger, if it's joy, if it's extreme conflict. And families, whether biologically or chosen, they can be triggers that bring up conflicts and emotions, but they can also be the support and the guidance that you need. So connect to your families, connect to your, whether chosen family or by birth, and get in there and get that family to help you with those emotions. Sit with them, talk with them, or allow yourself to be patient with the process of God taking you to the next level. Allow it. Yes. So call who call you. Love who love you. Support those who support you. And release those who don't. Right? So they're all good tools for us to use. So I want you to think about the beginning of that emotion, or any emotion that came through or comes through you at given triggers. And I want you to move with me on this chant of Obatala, where I was reflecting on my life. I was able to write this music, and it serves as a meditation for me many days. And it serves as meditations to you, because the outpouring of support of my CD, Obatala, Yeyefine Fumbolade Obatala. You can get it on Spotify and all of the platforms and on YouTube. So I want you to take a minute, not a minute, but a few breaths as you go with me of in the beginning. I was lonely and afraid. That's what you say to yourself. This music is for you. And listen to the words and put yourself in there. And know that at the end of the day, Obatala got your back. Obatala, the Orisha of peace and love. And whoever you were when you began your journey and who you are now, who I was a year ago, who I was 10 years ago, it's not who I am now. And self-reflection, self-forgiveness, and empathy for myself brings me to the point where I'm saying, I am not that, I am this now, and I'm still becoming. So I want you to take a cleansing breath, breathing in and breathing out. Yes. And if this is your lunch hour, know that you're going to go back, fill your belly full with this passion of Obatala, breathing in and then breathing out. And breathing in one more time. Breathing out. And I want you to know that this is your music. So if in the beginning you call your name. In the beginning, Shana was lonely and afraid. In the beginning, Sandra Johnson was lonely and afraid. In the beginning, Empress Akura. Right, this is your song. So close your eyes and just go in with me. In the beginning, I was lonely and afraid. I doubted my own merit and I lived in shame. I relied on others to tell me who I was. I thought of myself unworthy of love. Life's road to redemption has many twists and turns. Through God's grace, I now know my name. Gratitude and forgiveness have set me free. Fear and doubt has been released from me. When it turned on me, when it turned on you, when it turned on me, Baba, you're the only one I knew. You had my back. Focus on you. You had my back. Focus on you. You had my back. When death came knocking on my door 3 times, when death came knocking on my door 3 times, oh, Baba, you had my back. You had my back. You had my back. Call on Obatala, God of patience, peace, and love. This is your song. They said I wouldn't be a priestess, that was a lie. They said I wouldn't be happy, that was a lie. Cause Obatala got your back. Your Odu is your cloth. Call on the Supreme God. And I give up hope. You're the only one. I know, you got my back. You got my back. Obatala got your back, baby. Keep seeing yourself. Don't let them haters hate on you. Flip them off like a booger. Compassionate love, Obatala shrine, ringing my bell. I found your yam, I cook your snails. When trouble try to find me, I'm nowhere around. I'm blind to the hate. I can't be found. When I pull my Throw your shells. Put on your white. Is Sharon going tonight? He's your constant comfort. Yeah, see yourself celebrating because your sorrow has become your growth. Head up to the mountain, baby. See yourself moving up to that mountain of joy, yes, and growth. Looking back and flicking them off like a booger. Yes, I want you to step into this grace and this glory of your self-worth for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, the rest of the month. This is Obatala's month. Still wearing white. Still giving honor to your head to Obatala. Ashe. 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 Welcome back from your dance of growth and joy, of activation, to be radical in your spiritual, cultural evolution as revolution. Open your eyes and welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me today on The Power of You. Remembering that moments of sorrow, moments of joy and sorrow contribute to your growth every day. Ashe. Growth is joy. Ashe. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful. And I will see you all on Wednesday. It's Monday, this Wednesday. What is it? This Sunday is my birthday. So I'm going to be dancing. Oh, Patala. Yes. Thank you.